Hi guys, this tutorial is going to be to show you how to make this slouchy beret, and it's made like the beginning of the mesh stitch bag, and it's turned into a kind of a slouchy bonnet looking beret, and it's worn like this, and the slouch comes down like this. This is my hat that I made for myself, and I love it. Usually when I wear a hat, it's so warm and the top of my head gets, hot and sweaty, but this allows it to breathe some, so my ears stay warm and snug here without it getting me so hot. This part here is kind of made tighter than the rest of the hat, and at the beginning, even I thought it was a bit too tight, and when I just stretched it out like this, just kind of loosen up the stitches, then it fits snug on my head, and now it's even less snug. It's like perfect. It just makes it to where it stays on my head really comfortably. So in the pattern, it's up to you. If you want to make this a little bigger, then you can. For this project, all you're going to need, this is going to take less than a skein of yarn. I'm going to be using this green. Same thing I showed for the mesh stitch bag, just because it starts off the same, so I'm gonna do the beginning the same. And also for this project, you're going to be needing a 6mm hook, which is a size J hook for the US, and you're going to need a stitch marker of some kind. So grab those items and let's get started. Okay, to start off, get your 6mm hook and chain 2. Now, we're going to be doing the chain 2 method. So working in the first chain that we did, put your hook in there, wrap your tail around. Now working over your tail, you want to single crochet 12 into this second chain. So 1, go into the same chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now I'm going to pull my tail to tighten my hole, and now you want to, starting from the last stitch that you did, and still working over your your tail, single crochet 2 stitches in each stitch around. You had 12 at the end of this round, you should have 24. So continue to work 2 single crochets in each stitch, and I usually count along. So that was 4, 5, 6, 23, and 24. Now I just want to count to make sure. 4, 6, 22, 24. Okay, now I'm going to get my marker here. And round 3, we're going to be single crocheting in each stitch around. So I'm going to single crochet into my first stitch, and then I'm going to get my marker, mark this first stitch, now single crochet 1 in each stitch around. 22, 23, and 24. Now for round 4, it says single crochet in 1 stitch and then single crochet 1 in the next. So for round 4, we're going to single crochet 2 into this first stitch, and then we're going to single crochet 1 into the next. And we're going to repeat that pattern for the round. Single crochet 2 in the first stitch, and then in the second, single crochet 1. And continue this all the way around till you get back up to your marker, and you should have 36 stitches. Okay, for round 5, we want to single crochet 2 in the first stitch and move my marker up. And then we want to single crochet 1 in the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 2. And we'll repeat that again. Single crochet 2 in the same stitch. And then in the next 2 stitches, you just want to put 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. And you'll continue this pattern all the way around till you get to your marker again. And you should have 48 stitches. Now for round 6, make sure you have 48 stitches from round 5. And round 6, you want to single crochet 1 in all of those 48 stitches. So continue to single crochet. I'm going to go ahead and move my marker up. It's up to you. You can do that if you want. But single crochet all the way around till you get back up to your marker, and I'll see you back here for round 7. Okay, for round 7, we want to start off by single crocheting 2 in the first stitch, and then the increase for this round is single crochet 2 and then single crochet 1 in the next 3 stitches. So single crochet 1, single crochet 1, single crochet 1, and then you'll repeat 2 in the first stitch and then a single in the next 3. And you'll continue this pattern all the way around to your marker again, and you should have 60 stitches at the end of this round. Okay, that was our end of round 7. For round 8, we want to single crochet in each stitch around. So I suggest moving your marker up to the first stitch of the round. So at the end of this round, you'll also have 60 stitches. Okay, we just finished up round 8. For round 9, you want to start off again by single crocheting 2 in the first stitch, and then you want to single crochet 1 in the next 4 stitches. 2, 3, and 4. And again, you want to put 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, and then you want to put 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. Continue this all the way around. When you get back up to your marker again, you should have 72 stitches. Okay, we just got done with round 9. So for round 10, it's going to be another row where you single crochet in each stitch around. So I'm going to be moving my marker up to mark my first stitch again. You should do the same. So you know to single crochet 1 in each stitch around till you reach your marker again. And I'll see you back here for round 11. Then for round 11, we want to single crochet 2 into the first stitch, and then you want to put a single crochet into the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put 1 single crochet in each one of those stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you repeat again. Put 2 single crochets in the first stitch, and then single crochet 5 in the next, single crochet 1 in the next 5 stitches. And when you get back up to your marker again, you should have a total of 84 stitches. Okay, that was round 11. For round 12, you're going to be wanting to single crochet in each stitch around. Make sure that you have 84 stitches from the last round. And for round 12, you're going to want to single crochet in each of those 84 stitches. Okay, that was round 12. Now for round 13, we want to single crochet 2 in the first stitch, and then you want to do 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then again repeat 2 single crochets, and then 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. And when you get to the end of this round, you should have 96 stitches. So that was round 13. So for round 14, we're going to be putting 1 single crochet in all of our 96 stitches. Counted my stitches. I hope you counted yours. So continue to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around till you get back up to your marker. So that was round 14. For round 15, you want to single crochet 2 in the first stitch, and then single crochet 1 into the next 7 stitches. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then again, you want to increase by 1, single crochet 2 in the same stitch, and then again you want to put 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches. And at the end of this round, you should have 108 stitches. Okay, that was round 15, and this will be our last round of single crochets, the increase rounds. We're actually done increasing because this is going to be single crochet in all stitches around, in all 108 stitches. So moving my marker up, I'm going to single crochet in all my 108 stitches, and I'll see you back up here when you get back up to your marker for round 17. Okay, for round 17, we're going to be starting our double crochet decreases. So what we want to do for round 17 is we want to chain 1, bringing us up a little higher, and then without yarning over, we want to go into our first stitch. See if I can get a little closer here. Go into our first stitch, pull up a loop, go into our next stitch, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook. Then you want to do a double crochet as normal. Pull through 2, then pull through 2. And at the end of this round, we're going to be having, we should have 55 stitches. So we're just going to continue to repeat this for the entirety of this round until we have 55 stitches. So again, go through, pull up a loop, go through the next stitch, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2. Then repeat again, and I'll do this one in slow motion. Okay, I just got done with my single crochet, my double crochet increases all the way around, and this single crochet here, our first single crochet, is my 55th stitch. I have 54 of these little single crochet decreases. My 55th stitch is my first, or my last, oh, it's the last single crochet of the round. Okay, so for round 18, says to chain 2, then we're going to start our front post double crochets. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is do a double crochet into my first, or my last, I should say, the single crochet here. And then I'm going to go in through I should say using this first double crochet decrease, I'm going to use just the post of it. So I'm going to be doing a front post. So I'm going to go in and then push it forward. And then do a double crochet. And then next stitch, it says to double crochet. So this is my front post. So this would be my next stitch right next to the left of it. I'm going to put a double crochet into that space. And then we're going to be repeating this for the rest of the round. So again, we used this stitch here. I'm trying to get my lighting good. We use this stitch as our double crochet. So this next one, I'm going to be using the post. So going through this next one and do double crochet around the post. Then the next stitch, do a double crochet. Then skipping this one because we used this stitch for the double crochet, going through this next one and do a front post double crochet. And then going through this next stitch and do a double crochet. And then because we use this one for a double crochet, we're going to be skipping, going to the next one and do a front post double crochet. Then do a double crochet in the next stitch. And we're going to be repeating this all the way around. And I can show you in slow motion. We're going to be skipping this one because we put our double crochet here. So we're going to be starting our front post double crochet here. And just keep repeating this all the way around till you get back up to the beginning. Okay, we just got done with round 18. Now for round 19. This is the last double crochet of this round, and this was the last double crochet of the previous round. Now, this is the first double crochet we did for round 18. We want to go into this double crochet and slip stitch. Then you want to chain 2, and then now using this double crochet from last round that we just slip stitched into, we want to do a front post double crochet. And then in the next stitch, we want to do a double crochet. Here where you see that there's a front post, it's kind of slanted this round, so it's difficult to see, but you can see that there is a connection to the post here. So you know that in this one you need to do a double crochet. And then the next one will be a front post. And then the next one will be a double crochet. And again, we're going to just keep doing front post double crochet, and then the next stitch will just be a double crochet. Continue to do this all the way around until you get back up to the beginning, and I'll meet you back here on round 20. Okay, I just got done with round 19, and to end this round, what you do, this is the chain 2 from the beginning of round 19, and this is the front post double crochet that we did in front of it, like this, and worked in our double crochet 1 row down. Now for this round, you want to just ignore the chain 2 as though it doesn't exist, and slip stitch in between, behind the front post. So you're just going to go in between the chain 2 and the front post double crochet and do a slip stitch to end the round, and then chain 2. Every time that you start with the front post double crochet and you end the round, you're always going to be ignoring the chain 2 and just slip stitching behind the front post. And then the next round you will always chain 2, which will count as your first double crochet of the round. And this next stitch is going to be a double crochet, and then this one will be a front post double crochet. You see how it's front post double crochet and front post, and just keeps alternating, and you will do the same every round. In every place where you have a double crochet, you will do a front post double crochet, and everywhere you had a front double crochet from last round, you'll put a double crochet. So you're going to just be alternating that every round. So in this stitch where we have a front post double crochet, we're going to put a double crochet. Then in the double crochet from last round, we're going to do a front post. And you're going to want to continue to do this all the way around. I'll see you back here at the end of round 20. Okay, I'm at the end of round 20, and you're going to slip stitch. Wait, the sun's coming in a second. Okay, I reached the end of round 20, and now for 21. What you want to do for the end of round 20 is slip stitch in the top of the chain 2 that we did. So there's 1, 2. So I'm going to slip stitch in the top, trying to at least get under 2 of those strings. Slip stitch. And now for the last round of this kind of stitch, what you're going to do is chain 2, and then in the row below you, where the chain 2 is here, you're going to front post double crochet in that chain 2. Then in the next stitch, do a double crochet. Then in the next stitch where there's a double crochet here, do a front post double crochet. Then in the next stitch, do a double crochet where the front post double crochet is. And you're going to continue to do this all the way around. And again, when you get to the end of the round, you're going to be slip stitching in between the chain 2 and the front post double crochet. Okay, I just got done with round 21, and I slip stitched in my beginning place, like I showed you here. Should say I'm slip stitching now. And then you want to go ahead and chain 1, and then the next stitch you want to do a single crochet. This is round 22. I'm going to be doing a single crochet in each stitch around, but I'm going to do at least 2, and then I'm going to mark this place so I'll remember where my beginning is. So you want to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around for rows 22 and also for round 23. So do 2 rounds of single crochets, and I'll see you back here for round 24. Okay, I just got done with round 23. Now for round 24, we're going to keep working in 1 continuous round. So just keep on going, no connection. And for 24, we're going to be doing 5 single crochets, and then we'll be doing a decrease. So let's do our single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to do our single crochet decrease. And then the pattern says to repeat this for the whole round until you have 48 stitches. Once you reach your 48 stitches, then just finish single crocheting the rest of the stitches of the round. This was the part that I was telling you before, this part of the hat where we're going to start our clusters. And when I first made this, like I said, it was really tight, but now it's not tight at all, and it's the only thing that I feel on the top of my head when I put on my hat that feels snug around my ears and stuff. So 48 may seem tight at the beginning, but it does stretch like all material. When it's new, it's much tighter, but it loosens. So, but if your head is bigger than mine, then it may just be too tight. So you want to work in twos. So if you want to increase the size of the hat, you don't want to bring it down to 48 stitches, then you can bring it down to 50 or 52 or 54 or 56. I wouldn't go any bigger than that. And just make sure that you choose an even number, not an odd number. So just do it in twos, and if you want to make it like mine though, decrease until you have 48 stitches and then single crochet the rest. Okay, I'm at the end of my row, 24, and I have my 48 stitches. Now for round 25, we're going to start our puff stitches. And how you do that is you yarn over, you go in through the stitch, pull up a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, go in through the same stitch, pull up a loop, 5 loops on the hook, yarn over, go into the same stitch, pull up a loop. Now you have 7 loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through all 7 loops. And then you want to chain 1 to keep that all together. And then you want to skip a stitch, and then you want to repeat again the cluster. Yarn over, and I'll show you this one in slow motion. Remember, you want to skip 1 stitch between each cluster. Again, you want to do a cluster, yarning over, going in through the stitch till you have 7 loops on your hook, pull through all 7 loops, chain 1, skip a stitch, and continue on. Do this for the whole round until you get back up to the beginning. Okay, we just finished the round 25, and now for round 26, this is our last single crochet of the round, the first puff stitch. We're going to be single crocheting here. This is our chain 1 that we did that covers the puff. We're going to be going into this stitch beside it to slip stitch, skipping our last single crochet, so it'll just fall in line of skip stitches. Now I want to go ahead and chain 1, and now we're going to be working in that skipped stitch. If you ever did the thick mesh stitch of mine, then you'll know it's a lot like it, where you go down onto the same row into the skip stitches, but this one we want to do a single crochet and chain 1, then go into the next skip stitch, single crochet and chain 1. And I'll show you in slow motion here. And you just want to continue to do this all the way around till you get back up to the beginning. I'll see you back here at the end of round 26. Okay. Now I'm at the end of round 26. This was our first stitch of the round of 26. So I want to go ahead and I'm going to single crochet to the left of my first single crochet here, next to my puff stitch. And that'll end my round 26. Now for round 27, we're going to be working in the stitches to the right, for you right-handers, to the right of the single crochet that we did last round. Right here. And if you're left-handed, then obviously you're going to be working in the stitches on the left side, the single crochets. So what we do is we'll do our first cluster here to the right of our first single crochet and chain 1. And then now we're going to be working, you can see now each stitch above the clusters will have 2 sections. We're going to always be working next to our single crochet in this stitch. That's where you want to put your cluster stitch in, and then chain 1 and then move over to the next stitch here. You want to continue to do this all the way around for round 27, and I'll see you at the end of round 27. Okay, at the end of round 28, this was the first puff stitch that we did. Again, this is where we chained 1. We want to slip stitch into the stitch beside, just like that. Now for this round, you want to start off by chaining 1, and now each of the stitches below, you can see, have 2 sections, and we want to be working our single crochets in this section. We work our clusters in the other last round. So now we're going to be working one row down, but into the other sections. So your clusters are here, 2 single crochets in here. This first one's kind of difficult to see, so you may have to separate it some, but go into that other section and single crochet and chain 1. And again, the next one, single crochet and chain 1. Just going to continue to work in that space, single crochet and chain 1 all the way around, and I'll show you in slow motion. Continue to do that all the way around, and I'll see you at the beginning or the end of round 28. Okay, I just got done with round 28, and now on a on a single crochet round like this, we're going to be we're going to be slip stitching in the same places where we're going to be doing our cluster, which is again to the right of our single crochets. Unless you're left-handed, then it'll be on the left side. So this is the first puff stitch of the round. Find your first single crochet, which is here, and you'll just slip stitch in that first single crochet of the round. So you'll be working your puff stitches here to the right of your single crochets. So since we're in the space we need to be already, I'm going to go ahead and do a cluster stitch. Then chain 1, and then again working in the space to the right, do another cluster. So what you're going to be doing is repeating the last 2 rounds. Each of these rounds that you do a cluster, and then the next round where you do a single crochet, it's worked in the same row. So I'm going to call that a set. So you need to do 5 sets of this stitch. So you have 5 rounds here, but it's a total of 10 row. You're working in rounds, so it'll be a total of 10 rounds because actually each of these sets are 2 rounds. So you just did round 28, you're on round 29. So rounds 29 through 34, you're going to be repeating those sets until you have a total of 5 sets. I wanted to show you real quick on the end of round 29, because there's kind of a space here that's going, so it may confuse you, so I thought I'd show you. For round 29, again, you want to slip stitch in the beginning stitch that you always slip stitch into, but because there's kind of a extra line going here, you have a single crochet here. So next to it here in this round, I want you to go ahead and put a single crochet there as well. So chain 1, find this stitch here, and move over to this one here and put a single crochet into this one, allowing for the kind of diagonal look to continue. Then you want to chain 1 and then still working in these spaces here, continue your single crochets. Okay, on the end of that round, you need to slip stitch again to the until to the left of the first single crochet that you did. And to close up this space some, just tighten, see how I'm pulling? Just tighten that area just a little bit. And you want to chain one, and then you'll start your cluster stitch as normal to the left of your single crochet. And chain one. Then move over again and start your cluster stitch to the right for right-handers, to the right of the single crochet. Left-handers, of course, to the left. So continue that around. Okay, when you get to the end of the round, again, slip stitch to the beginning stitch, and then go down to this stitch. Where is it? Yeah, here. I'm going to be putting my single crochet at the beginning of this round into, this is the stitch it's supposed to go in here, but it would be too close. So just to try to even things up, I'm going to be going above the puff stitch, one row down, in this beginning stitch only. So I'm going to do a single crochet there and chain one. And then I'm just going to move over and continue doing it in this space to the right of the single crochet, the clusters this round. So just continue to do that, and I'll see you back here at the end. Okay, I've come to the end of my round again, and this was the first single crochet that we did here above the puff stitch last round. And now I'm going to be going, see the diagonal of your single crochets here? I'm going to go into this last, the last single crochet here, which was next to the puff stitch that we single crocheted in last round. So we're going to be working in this right stitch of the chamber next to the single crochet, one below. So I'm just going to do a single crochet in this one. Then without chaining one, I'm going to slip stitch into my beginning stitch. Now I'm going to work a cluster stitch in the same stitch I just slip stitched into. And then chain one. And then continue to put your cluster stitches to the right of your single crochets. Okay, I'm getting to the last, I'm at the last of my cluster row. And the hat on the end is getting a little wider, which is good. We're going to widen it to a certain amount. So I'm going to go ahead and, this is the single crochet that we ended in with last time. I'm going to go ahead and add a cluster stitch here right before the end. Then chain one. And if you were just working along, you probably already did one. So just slip stitch into the beginning cluster. And then chain one. And then now this little stitch below, I'm going to put my single crochet in that one. Stitch is kind of big. And chain one and start working your single crochets all the way around, and this will be the last round of this section. This will be the 10th row. Okay, just got done with my round 34. And now we're going to start, well, I'm going to finish the round. This is my first single crochet of the round. I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch into that one, chain one, and then in the same stitch I'm going to single crochet. Then I'm going to single crochet again just to move my marker up here to mark these stitches as my beginning stitches. Okay, for round 35 we're going to be working 12 single crochets, and then we're going to be doing an increase to make our hat a little bit bigger. So I've just and you continue to do this until you have a total of 52 stitches. So I have 2 already single crocheted already, so I need to single crochet 10 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Then in the next stitch we want to put 2 single crochets. And then again, single crochet 12, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then in the next stitch, put 2 single crochets. Continue to do this all the way around until you have 52 stitches. If you have more than 52 stitches, then you've increased too much and you need to back up and not increase with this single crochet all the way around. Okay, I reached the end of round 35 and I have 52 stitches. Now for rounds 36 through 38, you're going to be putting 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So single crochet in all stitches around for the next 3 rounds. And I'll see you here at the end of round 38. Correction, for the next 2 rows, for rows 36 and 37. You have 3 rows total. The first row that you did your single crochet increases, and then you have 2 rows of single crochets, not 3. So do 2 rows of single crochets, and I'll see you back here. Okay, for round 38, you want to be going down these 2 rows that you just did, going in through the single crochets, 2 rows down. And you want to do an elongated single crochet. So for round 38, we're going to be going down 2 rows. You want to pull it up, trying not to pull these stitches tight like that. Do it very loosely, and then pull through. Then you go into the next one, 2 rows down. So you'll just be following around this row, going into the single crochets. And just do it loosely. Try not to tighten the hat together, the 2 rows together. Just do it loosely and then single crochet. But don't make the chain here too loose at the top either. Like that. Just keep everything loose when you're pulling it up and going down. And pull it through. Okay, for round 39, we're just going to be going into the next stitch and single crocheting. And you're going to continue to single crochet in each stitch around. So I'll see you here at the end of round 39. Okay, for the last round of this hat, just got done with round 39. I'm going to slip stitch to my beginning single crochet from last round, chain 1, and now we're going to be doing the reverse single crochet or crab stitch, which you're going to be doing single crochets working to the right, or if you're left-handed, you're going to be working them to the left. All you do is go into the next stitch and single crochet. Go on through the next stitch, pull up a loop, 2 loops on the hook, pull through both loops. Go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through both loops. Continue to do that all the way around. Okay, I'm on my last stitch of the round, and here's my first reverse single crochet. This is the stitch here that I slip stitched into and chain 1. That's the stitch I'm gonna slip stitch and chain 1 again. That same stitch. I'm gonna cut, leaving myself a bit of tail to be worked into my hat with a tapestry needle. And again, this part here may seem a little tight. Just pull and stretch it some. And as you wear it, it's going to loosen up that much more, like any material. And after wearing it a few, it's going to become really nice, kind of headband-like on your head. And that's it. This is how you make the little beret slouch hat. I hope that you liked this tutorial, and if you did, please click like and share this video. And please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.